doctor is Elizabeth Blackwell. I was born on February 3rd, 1821 in England. My parents are Samuel and Hannah Blackwell. I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters. I rarely attended school but was well educated by private tutors. I lived in a large, prosperous family. Me and my family moved to America in 1832. I attended Geneva Medical College. I'm not married but have 1 daughter. I taught in Henderson, Kentucky, and later in North and South Carolina from 1845 to 1847. I was the first U.S. woman doctor and was a doctor for more than 60 years. I was a British physician. A physician is a doctor who studies medicine when giving a diagnosis. I taught patients to eat well, exercise, and keep clean. I lost sight in my left eye and had to have it removed. This prevented me from becoming a surgeon. I moved back to England in 1869. There I opened a medical college for women. I died on May 31st, 1910 because of a stroke. I am known for saying, none of us can know what we are capable of until we are tested.
My name is Jane Goodall. I was born in 1934 in London, England. I had 2 sisters. My dad's name is Mortimer Morris Goodall, and my mom's name is Margaret Miffanwy Joseph. I left school in 1952. I enjoyed reading. I attended Darwin College and University of Cambridge. I later married Hugo Van Lawick in 1964. We got divorced and I married Derek Bryson in 1975. Then we got divorced in 1980. I had 1 son. A couple of jobs I had before becoming famous as a waitress, a secretary, and an assistant editor in a film studio. I was a primatologist. A primatologist is someone who studies the scientific study of animals. Chimpanzees are endangered, so I raised awareness for them by creating the Jane Goodall Institute. I recorded chimps' actions and behaviors by living in the Gombe Stream National Park in Tasmania. I created a charity called the Jane Goodall Institute. It raises awareness for chimps. I got awarded the United Nations Messenger at Peace. When I was little, my dad gave me a stuffed chimp which represented a chimp just born at the London Zoo. I am still alive today. I speak to people around the world and I share my love of chimps. I'm also known for saying every individual matters. Every individual has a role to play. Every individual makes a difference.
My name is Dr. Seuss. I was born March 2nd, 1904, Springfield, Massachusetts. My father was Theodore, my mother was Harrietta, and my sister was Marnie. I once said, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. I went to Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. I married Helen Palmer in 1927. I sold my first cartoon to the Saturday Evening Post in 1927. I won a Puzzler Prize for my books. I also won a Regina Medal, and I also have a Hollywood star named after me. I died of oral cancer September 24th, 1991, La Jolla, California. That is my person.
Hi, I'm LeBron James. I was born on December 30th, 1984. I once said you have to be able to accept failure to get better. I am a famous basketball player. I got married September 14th, 2013. My parents are Gloria James and Andy McClellan. My kids are LeBron James Jr., Jerry James, and Bryce Maximus James. I've won many basketball player awards. I've also won many Olympic awards. I play for the LA Lakers now. I live in LA and I'm still alive.
I am Betsy Ross. I was born on January the 1st, 1752. My parents are Rebecca and Samuel Grooms. I have 16 siblings. I was the 8th of 16 siblings. I once said our hearts arching, our prayers praying, our flags waving. I married John Ross in 1773. We opened a sewing shop. John Ross died in 1776. We had 7 children, but only 5 lived. I still ran the shop without him. I made the first American flag. The first American flag was made in the Revolutionary War. It was made of an traditional heap. I died in 1836 on January the 30th, age 48. I died because of natural causes. Natural causes mean died from old age.
My character is Daniel Boone.
You must be in line.
I was born November 2nd, 1734. My parents were Squire and Sarah Boone. I once said I've never been lost, but I admit to being confused for several weeks. I had 10 siblings. As a child, I loved to go hunting. I was taught how to hunt by American Indians. At the age 20, I was the wagon driver. I married someone named Rebecca Bryan. We had 10 children. I had 8 nieces and nephews. My daughter was captured by Shoshone Indians.
Mom's name is Rebecca and my dad's name is Sam.
I'm mostly famous for establishing Boots and Barrow. I cut a muddy path and called it the Wilderness Trail. I've been elected to represent Kentucky in the Virginia General Assembly. I led an expedition west of the Cumberland Gap. I died at the age 85 on September 26, 1820.
Hi, my name is Albert Einstein. I was a famous scientist. I was born in Germany in 1879. My parents were Herbert and Pauline Einstein. I have one sister. I moved to the United States in 1933. I was married twice and had 3 sisters. I had a job in the patent office. I was the most famous scientist of the 1900s. I changed the way people thought about movement in the universe. In 1960, I changed the way scientists understood time, space, and gravity. I explained how energy E is related to mass M. I had 6 jobs. I died in 1955. I died from Addrum syndrome. I am known for saying a person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new.
Taylor Swift. I was born on December 13th, 1989. I once said, no matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind. I was born in Pennsylvania in 1989. I went to college at Hendersonville High School, later transferred to Aaron Academy. My parents are Scott and Andrea Swift. I have one younger brother named Austin. I'm not married, I have no kids, and I love to sing karaoke as a young child. I'm most famous for my music. I sang at the 2008 World Series. I released my first single in 2006. I was nominated for a Grammy in 2007. In 2008, I won 2 Country Music Television Awards. I'm currently living in a New York penthouse.
My name is Jennifer Lynn Lopez, born July 24th, 1969 in Bronx, New York. And then I once said, I judge people on how they smell, not how they look. And then in my lifetime, I got on the show called In Living Color and starred in the movie Selena. Then in 1999, I released my first album on the 6th. A few of my accomplishments were I starred in a lot of movies, and I got to be a dancer, which was one of my dreams when I was growing up. And I got another one of my dreams to be a singer. Now I'm currently a judge in American Idol.
My person is Babe Ruth. I was born on February 6, 1895 and died August 16, 1948. I once hit 60 home runs. I got sold from the Red Sox to the New York Yankees. And my lifetime pitching record was 94 to 46.
My character is Bill Gates, and he was born in Seattle, Washington in 1958. He was one time the world's richest man, but he is not anymore. He's one of the richest men, but not anymore. And he owns the company Microsoft, and he helped create the Xbox. And when his company first started, it had a hyphen in the name with Microsoft, and it was a combination of microcomputer and software. and he scored 1,590 out of 1,600 on SAT. And one more fact is that as a child, he was nicknamed Trey, which was given to him by his grandmother.
My name is Princess Diana. I was born in Milford, England on July 1st, 1961. I also like to work with elderly and disabled. My nickname was Lady Di, and she was always calm and polite. The definition of disabled is to have a physical or mental condition that limits. I also had a job as a kindergarten assistant teacher. She advocated for landmine removal. She was also a big advocate for the AIDS patients. She also sat on a board for a hospital that specialized in cancer. She died August 31st, 1997 in Paris, France.
Hi, I am Wilbur Wright. I was born in Millville, Indiana of April 16th, 1867. My brother Orville was born in Dayton, Ohio on August 16th, 1871. I was the one to make the first flight. We also made gliders. Our dad told us not to ride together for our safety concerns. We also made a bicycle shop. I died in 1912.
Hi, I'm Rosa Parks. I was born February 4th, 1913. My parents are James and Leanna McCarley. I once said this: each person must live their life as a model for other people. I was 2 when I moved in with my baby brother and mother. I have one sibling named Sylvester. I got a good education when I was 18. I went to college and met Raymond Parks also when I was 18. Not 18. When I was in college, I dropped out because I had to take care of my mother and my grandmother because they got sick. I refused to give up my seat on the bus. I was given a Medal of Honor. I died in 2005, October 24th, because of old age.
Okay.
I am Danny Boone. I am a sport. I was born in 1734. I started a camp. I died in 1820.
My name is Frida Kahlo. I am a famous painter. I was born on July 6, 1907 in Mexico. My parents are Matilda and G. I have 3 siblings. My mom was a housewife and my dad was a photographer. I went to a national preparatory school and had polo on, and I got in a bus accident. My hobby is painting. Later I married Diego R. in 1929. We did not have any kids. Soon we divorced, then we got married to each other again. I painted a painting called Frida and Diego. My painting was featured in the 16th annual of San Francisco. I taught art to kids and I painted self-portraits showing my feelings. I died on July 13, 1954. I was known for saying everything connects.
My name is Anne Frank, and I was born June 12, 1929. My father is Otto Frank. He was a businessman. My mother is Edith Frank and stayed home taking care of me and my sister Morgan. I was an outgoing and spirited child who got into more trouble than my quiet and serious older sister. I had lots of friends growing up. My family was Jewish and followed some of the Jewish holidays and customs. And I was like my father, who liked to tell stories and play games with us. I never got a career, but I was famous for wanting to be a writer. My dream never came true because I died after World War II because me and my sister were captured and died of the disease typhus. My father My dad found my journal and published it. Me and my family were hiding from the Nazis during World War II for 2 years. Anne and me and my sister died soon after. My diary was published in 65 different languages. I died in March of 1945 at age 15.
Hi, my name is Princess Diana. I was born on July 1st, 1961 in Norfolk, England. I had 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother. I was homeschooled until the age of 9. I had a job of an assistant kindergarten teacher before I became a princess. I was famous for my shyness as a kid and marrying Prince Charles when I was older and my fashion. I had 2 sons and their names are Henry and William. I died August 31st, 1997 in Paris, France.
I'm Chris Paul. I held the NBA record for most steals and assists for 2 straight seasons, which is 164 days. He wears number 3 for the Houston Rockets because his dad's number was number 1 and his older brother's number was 2, so he wanted to increase the numbers by 1. I am good friends with NFL New Orleans Saints running back Reggie Bush. I grew up in Louisville, North Carolina. I was born in Louisville, North Carolina on May 6, 1985. He grew up in North Carolina where me and my brother would work summers at my grandpa's Papa Chili's gas station. He went to high school at West Forest High School in North Carolina, where he only played varsity basketball for 2 straight seasons. He played for two years at Wake Forest University before going to the NBA. His brother's name is CJ Paul, or my brother's name is CJ Paul. My brother is my manager. I hold many New Orleans Hornets records today. I am 3rd on all-time career assist average with 10 points per game, only behind Magic Johnson and John Stockton. I was drafted as the New Orleans Hornets in 2005. He won Rookie of the Year in his rookie season and has been named to the All-Defensive Team 3 times. During the 2009 to 2010 season, I was injured. My knee was out for 8 weeks after surgery. I came back, however, and finished the season strong. I joined the Los Angeles Clippers in 2011. I am an excellent bowler and a spokesperson for the United States Bowling Conference. I am small for an NBA player. At 6 feet tall, and 175 pounds. When my grandfather died at age 61, I scored 61 points in a high school game. I came out of the game even though I only needed 5 more points to get the all-time record. My nickname is CP3. My mom's name is Robin Paul. My dad's name is Charles Paul. And Net worth is $75 million.
Hello, I am Abraham Lincoln. I will tell you about my life. One fact about my life is I was a lumberjack when I was a kid. Another fact is my mom died when I was 9 years old. A final fact is I was assassinated 1865 by John Wilkes Booth. That is the end of my presentation.
Hi, I'm Michael Jackson, and I'm known around the world. I was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana. My hobbies were practicing singing. I had 8 siblings, 3 sisters and 5 brothers. I went to Gardner Street Elementary School. I soon married Lisa Presley, Elvis Presley's daughter, and then divorced. I had 3 kids. My other job was being in the Jackson 5. I went to college at Mount Clair College Prep School. My best hit was Thriller. Thriller was also on the Billboard for 37 weeks. I also sang pop songs. The moonwalk is a thing where you put the balls of your feet on the ground and push back. I won an award for beating it. I started a charity named Heal the World Fund. Did you know I have 2 pet llamas? I died June 25th, 2009. I was known for saying, I'm going to search for my star until I find it. It's hidden in a drawer of innocence wrapped in a scarf of wonder.
My name is Neil Armstrong. I was born in 1930 in Ohio. I had 1 brother and 1 sister. As a kid, I loved planes. I went to Bloom High School. I started taking flying lessons at 14 and got my pilot license at 16. I went to Purdue University. I later joined the Army. I was a test pilot. I married Charlotte Held Knight. Then I divorced in 1994. Then later married John Shellock in 1995. I had 2 sons and 1 daughter. Before I was an astronaut, I was an Army jet pilot. I was one of the first men on the moon, along with Buzz Aldrin. We collected space rocks to study on Earth. I went to the moon with 3 other men. We went on a rocket ship called Apollo 11. We landed on the moon on July 20, 1969. We were on the moon for 21 hours, then came back on July 24, 1969. I opened a charity called Astronaut Solar Foundation. I was known for saying, 1 small step for man, 1 giant leap for mankind.
My name is Zendaya Coleman. I was born on September 1st, 1996 in Oakland, California. I went to school at Oakland School for Arts. My first job was a model. I was also a backup dancer for Selena Gomez. I'm not married and I do not have any kids. Also, as a child, my hobby was dancing. My parents are African American. I have 5 siblings, 2 brothers and 3 sisters. I signed a recording deal with Hollywood Records in 2012 and released a new album called Replay. I was also in The Greatest Showman. I am known for saying, find something that makes you happy and go for it.
I'm Sally Wright. I was born May 26, 1961. My birthplace was in Seattle, California. I died July 23rd, 2012. As a young girl, I lived in Los Angeles, and my main job was in space. In school, physics was my main thing, and I received a bachelor's degree in 1978, and I earned a master's degree in 1975, and a physics degree in 1978. I got married to Stephen Hall on July 24th, 1982. Any questions?
Hi, I'm Babe Ruth. I was born February 6, 1995. My parents sent me to an industrial school, and I got the nickname Babe because I was the youngest player in the Orioles.
I am Walt Disney, and I was born in 1901, December 5th. Then I died on 1966. In 1911, Walt Disney family friends, were beginning to draw to them, and he had 2 kids, was Diane and Cheyenne. Then he got divorced.
Hello, I am Sacagawea. I was born May 1755. At the age of 12, I got captured by a named man, Toussaint Jarboe. I found out at the same time on the expedition that my brother was the chief of the Shoshone. I helped in an association called the Corps of Discovery. Captain Clark nicknamed me Janny. I had a baby boy named Jean Baptist Jarboe, which Captain Clark nicknamed him Pomp or Pompey. I later had a daughter named Lizette Jarboe.
I'm Cleopatra, and I was born in 69 BC. I had twins named Sun and Moon. I fell in love with Tony Caesar, but I didn't want them to be in Egypt. I was an Egyptian princess, but I'm actually Greece, and I let a snake bite me.
My name is Abraham Lincoln. I was the tallest person, a 6'4" tall. I died the next day on April 15, 1865. I was known as a gifted storyteller.
Hi, I'm Queen Victoria. My dad was Edward, the Duke of Kent. My mom was Princess Victoria before she got married. My parents invited a prince. His name was Albert. They thought Prince Albert and I would get along, but we didn't at first. 2 weeks later, we got along very well, became husband and wife, and had 9